Do you love to travel?
Do you love road trips?
We got to start over.
Okay.
Laughing.
3, 2, 1, go.
Do you love to travel?
Do you love road trips?
Do you love finding hidden treasures in towns all over the USA? Hi, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Craig. Welcome to Treasures of Our Town. It's the podcast that explores unique and charming towns scattered throughout the United States.
Guided by our love for location-based games like geocaching, join us as we venture to some of the country's most intriguing destinations, uncovering hidden gems and local secrets along the way.
On today's episode, Josh, we're going back. That's right. We're going back to get our kicks on Route 66.
Get our kicks on Route 66.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can't sing it. You can, mate. We all know that you're the voice. I'm the accent. You're the voice of this podcast.
Yeah, I'm the singing voice. You're the accent.
Exactly. But in saying that, Josh, when we say we're going back to get our kicks on Route 66, what are you referring to going back? What do you mean?
Well, we've talked about Route 66 a lot on this podcast.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Adventure Lab series. We had Scott GSM times 2.
That's right.
And then we talked 2 years ago. We talked to a woman from Silly America, Val, who she's all about. We talked about all the big things.
Mm-hmm.
And so she loves those things, but she also loves the Mother Road. She loves Route 66, and she probably knows more about Route 66 than anybody I know. So
Just to let everyone an idea as well, this is what comes to mind whenever I hear Val and her Silly America on Instagram as well. She's the young lady who always dresses up in the same theme and takes photos with the actual big things, like the red polka dot dress, for instance, with the women in the red polka dot dress, that sort of thing too. Yeah, she's that one. Oh,
yeah,
right.
she plans her outfits for Route 66. So when she's on her road trips, she literally has several different outfits as she goes to each location.
Mm-hmm.
But today, again, it's been a couple years. We're going to have Val Broman back on the show. But this time, we're very specifically going to talk about Route 66 because it's the 100-year centennial anniversary of Route 66 this year. Wow. It started in 1926, and it is 2026 now.
Yes. Well, I recently did some Route 66 of my own, Josh, too, remember? And that was in my Nevada trip as well.
Oh, yes.
And went through Oatman, Arizona. Got some great photos of the big old Route 66 on the actual bitumen or the pavement, whatever you want to call it, the roadway. Yes, and great. Oh, I love a good Route 66. And let's be honest, Route 66 is the old route as well, not the new stuff. The new stuff goes alongside and sometimes well away from it.
Right.
Right. But this is this is like the one lane each way Route 66.
Yeah, it's the Mother Road.
Yes, the Mother Road.
But before we get to Route 66,
here we go.
We need to talk about our upgrades and delays. Cue the sound.
Okay, there. You happy with the sound, Josh? You like that sound. You love the cue the sound bit too, don't you?
Well, you know what it does? It brings texture to our podcast. Instead of just us talking, it brings a little, little
digital.
something.
A digital texture.
Yeah, a little dig text.
Dig text. I like it. Well, do you want to start off then? Speaking of texture, Josh, you can start off because I think one of yours should be that you got a new haircut.
Well, yeah, that happens every 5 weeks. Well, that's not really too special, but thank you. Do you think it looks nice? It
looks good. It makes you look younger. I mean, you got highlights. Did you do highlights in there or something?
Oh, no, I would never do something like that.
It looks a little bit blonder than normal.
Yeah, I would never do something like that. This is all natural.
It's
all natural and blonde right out of the bottle.
I will say though, Josh, I did watch your last week's episode on YouTube, and it's back when you had your beard. I do miss your beard, Josh. Mm-hmm. I miss the grunge, Josh. I miss the rough and tumble, Josh. Now we're back to this pristine looking Josh.
Okay, well, I'll say something. This is a little tease right here.
Yeah,
you may. For a specific reason, and you kind of know, I'm not going to tell the listeners because I'm going to keep it kind of on the down low for a little bit because I'll make an announcement. This spring, there may be something that I might be doing that might involve me growing a beard back. That's it. I'll just leave it there.
There's the teaser. There's the
teaser.
All right, let's get to your delays and upgrades with that no more teasing. Delays and upgrades.
Okay, so my delay and upgrade are connected. You know, both you and I are fans of this show, Survivor.
Oh, yes.
And if you don't know, this is this season, couple weeks, is the season premiere of season 50.
50.
Season 50 of Survivor, year 25. They have 2 seasons a year. And as a part of season 50, they are doing a special idol hunt where they're hiding, I'm putting in quotes, they're hiding a hidden immunity idol in every state in the United States.
Oh.
And the moment I heard that, Craig, I'm like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is perfect for a geocacher. And if you find, they said this is what they said originally.
Yeah.
If you find the hidden immunity idol in your state, you have a chance to go to the reunion and finale of Survivor, which is happening in May. So,
nice.
So there'll be 50 winners, one from each state. So as a geocacher, of course, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is geocaching. This is made for me. This is made for you and I, Craig. But then as the information was revealing itself, it wasn't necessarily like a geocache hunt.
Oh, what happened?
This is the delay.
This is
the delay. I thought it was going to be like a geocache hunt, but it's actually people have the ability. Multiple people can find it.
Oh, right? So
there's
just one
clue. There's a clue on Instagram, and that clue takes you to another clue, which takes you to a location where there is a whole crew, about 5 people from CBS that have set up a set. With the hidden immunity idol, and basically you have to get in line and get your picture with the hidden immunity idol, and then there's a QR code that you scan, and that's kind of your entry, and it's connected to locations to prove that you were there.
Okay.
So the downside, Craig, was that it wasn't a geocache hidden immunity idol. That was a little bit of a disappointment. Upgrade was that I went with my friend, and it was a lot of fun. It was the final location in Minnesota was at the Mall of America.
I was going to say it'd have to be the Mall of America in Minnesota,
right in the middle of Nickelodeon universe, right in the middle. And if you don't know, there's a amusement park in the middle of the mall. It was in the middle of that. And here's the thing: we got there early, and I'm proud to say we were the first geocachers. That's for sure. We were like number 15 out of Craig. There were over 1,000 people there.
Wow.
Like there were so many people behind us. So my chances of winning are very slim, but it was a good time.
Yeah.
We were bonding over Survivor, and everybody that was there, especially in the front where we were like diehards.
Oh,
and so that was a lot of fun. It was just kind of fun to hang out and wait in line with a bunch of Survivor fans. That was my upgrade of the week.
And the delay, I like it. Well, mine, Josh, mine are kind of connected as well. And the first and foremost, my delay itself is that I've just been flat out, Josh, flat out busy in the lead up to Bamarama. So as this podcast goes live, Bamarama has already started. The actual lead up events have started because the lead up events start on the February the 13th, go all the way through until the 21st, which is the actual mega event on the 21st itself. So many lead-up events, getting so ready, getting everything together. I got all the banners sorted as well. I was in the print shop today, Josh, for 3.5 hours in the print shop, printing out like the programs and the name tags and all those little the maps and the bingo, geocaching bingo, all those things. So just very, very busy. And so I knew that it was going to come up. And so what did I do a few weeks ago? I booked myself and my good friend as well a weekend escape, a weekend getaway, Josh.
Yes.
And it's what they call, I think they call it postcard cabins here in Alabama. And what it is these small little cabins nestled in woods where you don't see or do anything except for just the cabins alone. And the best part about it as well is that you actually are you're offline. There's no Wi-Fi. There's hardly any service there as well. You may get a phone call in or out. That's about it. But otherwise, they've got a box on the table as you walk in for your phones, and they say your phone lockbox. So they want you to put your phones, your devices in this little lockbox and close it and say no phones for the entire time you're here.
Did you actually do that?
Yes.
Good for you.
We brought books, you see. So we actually had some books and entertainment. I did a little puzzle book, Josh.
Okay.
I know, right? I know.
Well,
but You cook yourself some dinner. There's a fireplace out the front. It comes complete every day with new s'mores, some firewood and stuff like that too, along with like all your just your little things, your coffee and tea and hot chocolates and all that sort of thing as well. So, mate, yeah, a little weekend escape and literally unplug from your devices. It does feel extremely good to reset. I'll say that. So.
That sounds absolutely delightful. That is a real upgrade.
Yeah.
Especially with all you have coming up. And boy, you got a lot of, basically 2 weeks of events that you are a part of.
Yeah.
That is a lot of work. And if anybody's been a part of a committee that leading a geocaching mega event, they know how much work it is.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you got a lot of work ahead of you. And I'm actually surprised that you were able to find some time to record the podcast.
We had to, Josh, because I knew that it was going to fall right in the middle of it. And I thought, I can't do it in between time. So we got it a little bit beforehand, even to the point, Josh, where I'm using good old Tuesday. Yes, the big van Tuesday. She's coming along because unlike other mega events, Josh, the swag packs and stuff as well, where you pick up your swag pack at the, normally it's the day before because that's the side event. Because they've got like 10 days of side events, these swag bags are going to be in my van for 10 days going from side event to side event to side event.
Wow. So. Well,
yeah.
It's a good use for your van since it's not really on the road right now so much.
Yeah, not as much it is, but good use of the van. She's going to be packed full. I've got like all the speakers. I've got all my battery packs. I've got my microphones like too because, we've got to have some sort of audio out there as well in the world for all the side events and also the mega as well. So all that stuff is going inside Tuesday and she'll be traveling around Orange Beach and Gulf Shores, Alberta, that sort of area, Baldwin County in total. So
beautiful area, cool. Which I have experienced myself. And I hope you do get to have some fun and that it's not just all work for you.
It won't be as fun as what it was when I was with you, Josh. I'll say that. Because, I mean, let's be honest. If you want to see that video, it's a lot of fun. I have never giggled like a child. I giggled like a child, Josh, when we were on those go-karts, remember?
Oh,
those
yeah.
Go-karts around. And I was watching you spin out and spin out and spin out. And I'm just flying past you going, Josh, some things I am better than you at. So not many, but some.
Speaking of that, we need to plan a trip where we can not worry about, planning anything. Of course, we can maybe make a video, but where we can hang out and have fun. But it is now time. It's now time to join the Mother Road. Mm-hmm. Today, we are welcoming back Craig, someone who is truly a champion for all things weird, wonderful, wild, big things in America. We have with us Val Broman, and she's the founder of Silly America, which is a platform dedicated to celebrating roadside attractions and kitschy landmarks. These places, Craig, where that you say, we have to stop.
You have to stop.
You have to stop. And this year, Craig, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Route 66, she's taking on a huge challenge. And as video creators, Craig, we can relate to this.
Yeah.
She is releasing a Route 66 video featuring something in Route 66 every day this year.
No.
Yes.
Really?
And so please let's welcome back Val Broman. Val, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thank you. It's so good to be back.
Yes. It's been like almost, not quite 2 years since we had talked to you. The first time we talked to you, you were like one of our first few guests. Remember that, Craig? We were just getting started. So
I was first right at the beginning there.
So hopefully our interviewing skills have improved.
I don't know if mine have, but my guest skills have, but we'll see.
Well, Val, thanks for being on the show. Can you just kind of, before we get into this amazing thing that you're doing this year to celebrate the centennial of the Mother Road, can you just kind of tell us like what you've been up to over the last few years? I remember the last time we had you on, you had a journal, a road trip journal that you were talking about. What have you been up to the last couple of years?
Yeah, in the last few years, I released my book, my road trip journal and activity book, and that was great. And I love seeing people, traveling with it and having all the fun on their road trips. I've been continuing with Silly America and posting as many fun roadside attractions as I can. And I've also launched a new website called Route 66 Roadmap, which is a Route 66 travel planning website that people can use to find all the fun things on Route 66.
Oh, that's really cool.
And just for the listeners out there too, because this is an audio-only podcast. Valerie, they're your cats, are they, in the background?
Yeah, sorry. They,
no, that's all right. I'm just saying, no one's getting murdered. It's actually just cats. It's just cats. So.
I'm sorry. They're fighting right now, and I can't stop it.
They're okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but all I heard in the background was, so I loved it. They're cute. They're very cute. Sorry, Josh, what were you saying?
Well, we were talking about what Valerie's been up to the last few years. Right. I was saying she's now, and I'm really curious about this, she's created a new resource, a new website that helps people when they're planning of when they do Route 66. So that's really exciting. We need to talk about that. Yeah. But let's talk about this challenge that you have before yourself. This challenge that you're doing of highlighting a different part of Route 66 via video every day in 2026. What went into the decision process to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I love Route 66. I've been traveling a lot on Route 66 through all of it. I love finding both the roadside attractions and the, museums, the hotels, the restaurants. There's just so many really fun things to see that you could probably go years with talking about them. But because it's a centennial, I really wanted to find a way to celebrate it every day of this 100th year there, especially since I'm not a full-time traveler. I would love to be, constantly at a place every day, but since I'm not, I wanted to find a way to celebrate all these things while not necessarily traveling it every single day.
But you do such a great job batch shooting. I know when you go on your road trip, you get a lot of content. And I know last time we talked to you, and I follow your social media, you are a planner. And Craig, we talked about this earlier. She not only plans her destinations, but she plans her outfits to match her destinations, which is just awesome.
Are you still planning all your outfits, Val?
I do. I try to match as much as possible. It makes fun content.
See, in a world of AI at the moment as well, and I personally think, and Josh, I do believe you're the same as me, and that it's gone too far with all this AI stuff and people making AI things on their Facebook pages and all this sort of thing, whatever. The old school roots, Valerie, you going back and you actually but you're dressing up the same and actually getting the same photos. So you don't have to do any editing of any photos or any video whatsoever. But I will say, Valerie, you said before, you're not full-time on the, van lifer. I'll be honest with you. I've been a full-time van lifer recently as well for the last 12 months or so, 18 months. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. But my question is, though, if you're doing the Route 66, are you actually going to go from start to finish in that whole year? What do we expect? If I'm going to follow you on Instagram, for instance, what am I going to expect for the next year of watching your videos every single day? The whole Route 66?
Definitely not the whole Route 66 because I have a spreadsheet of about 1,600 stops just that I've compiled of stuff. I have not been to all 1,600. I've been to about 500 or so. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't cover it all in a year. But you're going to get a really good taste of I'm trying to mix it up between, the big stuff that everybody's heard about, like the Blue Whale Catoosa, and then, random stuff that you might not have known about. There's these wayside exhibits in Illinois that give you a little more information on places. So I'm trying to kind of mix it up between all kinds of different things that people can find.
When I heard you were doing this, the first thing I thought, and this just tells you how ignorant I am. I've been on Route 66. Of course, I haven't been on the whole thing. But I was
Josh, you haven't done the Blue Whale. You haven't done the Blue Whale. I
know.
You bypassed
We talked about that
whale.
last time Val was on.
We did.
Oh, I need to get there. Anyway, my first reaction as kind of a Route 66 newbie is that wait a minute, there's actually 365 things to feature on Route 66, and now you're saying there's 1,600?
There's definitely more than that 1,600. Those are just the ones. Like I spend a lot of time researching and trying to find stuff to see. So there's a lot out there that you can see. I mean, it goes across 8 different states and about more than 2,400 miles. So there are plenty of things to see.
Well, that is a lot of planning. Can you tell us a little bit how you're planning this whole the release of these videos? I'm really curious as a video creator. Like, are you batch shooting these? Are you just getting up every day and this is the one I'm going to feature today? Tell us a little bit about your planning and maybe also like how you're deciding which attraction gets featured when.
Yeah. I am definitely a planner when it comes to both road trips and content. So I started a trusty spreadsheet for this with 365 rows and then the date for each one. And I kind of started, obviously there's certain things that I wanted to feature at certain times. Like the very first one was the begin sign in Chicago. And you can probably guess what's going to be the very last one and what's going to be at the very middle point. And then there's certain things like, holidays, like on St. Patrick's Day, I want to feature something from Shamrock, Texas, because it's a very appropriate thing to do. But then like for everything else, I'm trying to kind of evenly split it up. So I have like, I'm trying to go through like, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas every day. It doesn't quite get that because like Kansas is only 13 miles. So there's only so many of those. Yeah. So like, I'm not completely sticking to that, but I'm trying to, showcase some all the different sites. And in terms of filming, I am trying to batch content these. Part of the reason I'm doing this is kind of a challenge to create more content because I am not a video person at all. I'm much more of a photographer. And like, I always have big plans to take content on road trips, and then I come back and I'm like trying to edit a video and it's like 30 seconds of terrible footage that I took. So I'm trying to get more comfortable in front of the camera, but I had a couple weeks off of work in December, so I sat down and like filmed the first month and a half. Oh, wow. It's now a month and a half later and I am not that far ahead anymore. But I am kind of batch contenting it. And fun exclusive here is that even if I do batch content them, I will go and change my outfit in between each time to make it try to look like it.
That's how you fool people.
That's right. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. Absolutely. So you are batch editing and you are filming in advance. Roughly how far are you actually filming in advance? You said you film so much in 1 or 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I filmed a lot when I was off of work for 2 weeks, so I had some time to like really sit and start. Right now I'm about 2 weeks ahead of stuff, so not quite that high, but I feel like I filmed a lot and then I was like, I can take a break, and then realized, oh no, I've got to get back to that.
Keep doing it. And I will say, Valerie, and this is coming from Josh and myself as well, the more you get in front of a camera, the more you start talking on camera as well, then the easier it actually gets. I say that to everyone. People say to me, they say, Craig, how can you actually talk and not stumble over your words or get nervous? I go, just do it. Just start it and just do it. Because at the same time, Valerie, people want to actually see your growth as a person, as a personality as well. They want to see the January 1st Valerie like, nervous and stumbling a little bit. Come December 25th or 26th and like she's absolutely perfect, nailing it, and she could be an anchor at a news radio station. You know what I mean? So they want to see the growth of you as well. So absolutely. Yeah.
And we know why you don't have time on the road to take videos because you're just changing outfits all the time.
But I travel by myself most of the time. So I'm driving, I'm navigating, I'm taking pictures, and it gets to be a lot to do a lot. And so I always have such high hopes to take a lot of content, and then I don't.
Yeah. Can you imagine though, Valerie? I mean, you said you do everything because you're solo. But have you found any geocaches along the route as well when you're doing it too?
I have not. Do you know any good ones on Route 66?
They're all good. There's a lot.
The whale is a really good one. It's a really prominent one.
Okay. Do you know? I know that they are currently renovating the whale. Do you know if that affects it at all? If there's
no, that doesn't.
They dug it up or something.
Yeah, no. The whale one is actually it's kind of separate from the whale. It's a nice big ammo can, and it's near the near like a visitor center or something like that, near a building next to the whale. So look at that. I'm giving spoilers, Josh.
There you go. That's okay. So Val,
maybe by next one I'll go look for it. So I'll go look for some on the next one.
And if you need to take a picture and post it on your social media and send it to me, because I think we talked about this 2 years ago, and I think we probably challenged her, Craig. We probably challenged her.
We did, Josh. We did.
Failure, Valerie.
And just to give you an idea, Josh, season 1, episode 4, we had Valerie.
Yes.
Season 1, episode 4. Go back that far. That's 3 years.
And we talked about, I believe we talked about big things. We were very focused on world's largest types of stuff, which I absolutely love, as you know, if you've listened to this podcast. But speaking of like a variety of things to cover, for example, today you featured a Route 66 statue. I think I've seen you feature some motels or hotels, museums. What are the different types of kind of things what's the span of like different types of things you would feature on Route 66?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many things. Yeah, there's plenty of roadside attractions. There's definitely Route 66 is known for having some great diners, great motels, and a lot of those diners and motels have really amazing neon signs too, which is a lot of people love traveling it to see all that neon. There's a lot of gift shops. There's a lot of just random signs. There's statues. There's all kinds of different things that people can go and see. There's also a lot of like old service stations. So like, you can, most of them don't have gas anymore, but you can go and pretend that you're driving in the past and stop on those.
And with your car, Valerie, you don't have one of those old school cars, so it kind of does look out of place a little bit with the old school.
I have a Toyota Corolla. It's not that exciting.
Reliable.
Maybe someday. I'd love to drive in like a nice old car or something. Maybe someday.
But with your planning as well, Valerie, you said before, like when you find a place, when you find a location, you say, I'm going to do this location, I'm going to feature this particular location. Do you go ahead as well and do some sort of research about the history of it, etc. as well? And is that the sort of, in other words, how do you actually decide what sort of story that you're going to tell for every single viewer in each video every day?
Yeah, it kind of depends on what I'm featuring. Like some things, like we talked about that sculpture that I talked about, which is like a big 66 sculpture. It's kind of newer. There isn't too much history to it. So like some of those is just kind of like, here's some facts. And some things like the blue whale, like, some of these old motels and stuff, like they go back 100 years, some are more than 100 years. So they have a lot of history to them and there's a lot of stuff to tell, and I'm trying to, get it all in 3 minutes or less. And then there's some things like that I have more of a maybe personal story to, like I talked about, there's this one section of Route 66 called the Arizona Sidewinder, which is a short drive through the mountains with like a lot of little turns to it. And I was terrified of driving it. So like sometimes I share more of like kind of the personal story. So it really kind of depends on what the attraction is that I'm talking about.
See, and I love that as well, Josh, with Route 66. Like, you got the old 66 and you got the kind of new 66. I mean, Valerie, I've just done some of the 66 recently as well. And I went through in Flagstaff, Arizona, and then Flagstaff, and what's the one just west of Flagstaff? I can't think of it. Kingman, Arizona as well.
Yeah.
And so I always got through Kingman and I went into the visitor center there, and they've got the brand new Route 66 where you can park the car underneath the sign and get a photo of that. But the best part, Josh, ready for this? Because I know
you've sold me before. You talked about the dog.
You and the Goliath. That's right. There's got a dog park next to it, and it's got a little dog version of this Route 66 sign. But then you drive half an hour, keep going west and drive half an hour west towards Oatman, Arizona, and you're on the old, like the Sidewinder sort of areas, and it's literally, the road's crumbling away, the old signs are there, there's some neon or whatever too, and then there's donkeys all over the road as well. So you got the old and the new, Valerie. What do you prefer in terms of your storylines at the same time as your personal preference? Do you like the old or the new?
I mean, I like it all. Like, I definitely love the history, the old school, like going to a motel that's been around for 50, 70 years and staying there, seeing the neon lights still going, seeing some of these roadside attractions that have been there forever. It's really amazing to see. But I really love the new too, because it means that other people want to see this road continue to stay relevant. Like, especially with the Route 66 Centennial this year, you're seeing a lot of these new selfie signs being put up where you can go and take pictures at different locations. There's a lot of new roadside attractions. There's a lot of like redevelopment, a lot of new muffler men, a lot of new things coming up. So it's really cool to see that kind of old and new. So I love them both. I love them both equally.
Craig, I don't know if we talked about this, but remember when we went to Uranus, Missouri? You remember that?
Yes.
How could we forget, right?
I know.
Well, we missed something because after we left, Valerie posted something about the neons, this new neon sign thing. And it had just been released.
A full
and
park.
I was like, it was like literally like in the town, just outside or whatever the town that we were staying in.
Yeah,
Valerie,
literally the weekend
you know
after
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the Route 66 Neon Park in St. Robert, Missouri. They just launched it last year. I think, I remember that because I think you were there like a week or two before they officially did the first lighting and stuff. So they took all these old signs from Missouri, Route 66 that were either in private collections or they were just somewhere, and they took them all. They restored them all, put them up, and now every night you can go and see them glowing all in one place. It's really cool.
I will say, I think they did actually move it too far away because I would have liked more light in Uranus, just saying. But anyway.
Oh, boy.
There it is. You went there, Josh, not me. You went there, mate, not me. So, Josh, should we pump Valerie now for those 6 things? We want 6 things from her.
We're going to challenge you, Valerie. We're going to challenge you. Route 66. 100 years, we're challenging you to share with us 6 lesser known Route 66 attractions that deserve way more love. Like you got the spreadsheet. Yeah, I'm hoping you went through all 1,600 plus. 6 of them. It would have made sense to do 66, but then we don't have that kind of time.
So that would take a while.
And so here's the challenge. I want to know 6 lesser known. We'll have a conversation about each one. Where is it? What makes it special, and why should people stop there? Are you up? Are you up for the challenge, Valerie?
Up for it.
I think so. It's a little hard because I feel like there's things that I do a lot of stuff, so I feel like everyone knows everything, but then I find out nobody knows any of these places. Or a lot of people don't know a lot of these places. So I think I have some to share.
Okay. Give us number 1. What's number 1?
So for number 1, I'm just going to kind of start with a kind of category and break it down. Okay. Because one of my favorite types of roadside attraction is the muffler man, which are these big fiberglass men that were created in the 60s and 70s to showcase different businesses. And for a long time on Route 66, there were some really well-known ones. There's the Gemini Giant in Illinois. There's the Hot Dog Man, and even newer ones like Buck Adams. But over the last few years, these have exploded across Route 66. Just this year or last year, there's 2 new ones in Granite City, Illinois. There's now 6 in Tulsa. There's a bunch in Atlanta, Illinois, and there's just a ton of these muffler men that are just growing and growing across the route. So I think people know about the big ones, but they might not know about some of these new ones and these smaller ones that are popping up. And I think people should seek them all out.
and Josh, you've actually had your photo taken with one of these as well in Uranus. That's one of the muffler men.
President or the mayor of Uranus, is he a muffler man?
That's a muffler man. So there's two different types. There's ones that were original to the 60s and 70s. Okay. And then there's a guy out of Virginia, Mark Klein, who creates new ones. And so the one in Uranus is a new one that's been created.
Okay.
So there's kind of a mix on there that some of them are these new ones that they're creating and some of them are refurbished old ones. Like one of the ones that just came up in Tulsa is an older one that has been brought back to life, while there's other ones that are brand new.
You know what I love about that, Craig? As geocachers, we love checking off boxes.
Oh, yeah.
we love finding them all. Got to catch them all, kind of thing. Yeah. So I'm hoping, Valerie, somewhere you've got a checklist that people can find all of them.
I do have a full list of those, and I found like over the last year I've had to keep going back and editing it because they keep popping up new ones. So hopefully there'll be even some new ones in the future. All right, Craig.
Yes,
that was a good one.
That was a good one. And Josh, I've gone down a little rabbit hole myself. I'm looking up these ones. I looked at the Gemini one as well. He's actually holding. He's got like an old school space helmet on, and he's holding like a launching pad rocket in his hand. So predominantly these muffler men, Josh, they're actually holding something. Where their right hand is facing upwards and the left hand is facing downwards, and they're predominantly holding something. In most cases, one's holding an axe, for instance. Another one's holding a muffler, a pipe, and this one's just so happens to be holding a rocket or a bomb or something. So there you go.
Very good. You know what, Craig? We're getting ideas for our March Madness, our roadside attraction March Madness, which is happening next month. So these could be entries, Craig.
Absolutely.
So.
Valerie, number two.
All right, number two. There are a lot of really great diners and restaurants across Route 66 because, I love giant roadside attractions, but I love to eat just as much, so I love seeking out those. And one of my favorite is a diner called College Street Cafe in Springfield, Missouri. It's just this kind of a small little restaurant, got red and white on the outside, and they have a really affordable early bird special. I love it. It's like $6 for, everything you want out of a plate. And the people there are just so friendly. Like I walked in, they're like, hey, welcome, come take a seat. And the last time I was there, some random couple actually just paid for my breakfast out of nowhere. So it just was a very fun, beautiful, nice place to be. So I think it's a great little cafe that I think people should check out in Springfield. It is.
I'm looking at pictures right now.
Me too.
It is so cute. It's just adorable.
Yeah.
Red and white checkered. And there's a little, not a little old lady, but there's a little lady behind the counter. Looks like she's making some pies. This is adorable.
See, Josh, when I see an old school cafe like this too, you always know it's old school cafe when they've got the Coca-Cola sign with the old school Coca-Cola logo, and then it's like a Coca-Cola clock as well, that sort of thing too. Like they don't make things like they used to, Josh.
Yes, this is just a cute little building too.
It really is.
All right, good one. Yeah, I like the variety here, Valerie. This is good.
Yeah, I was trying to find a variety of things.
I love it. Smart. All right, what's number 3?
Next up, number 3.
All right. So speaking of variety, then I think one of the most well-known motels on Route 66 is called the Blue Swallow Motel in Tucumcari, New Mexico, and it's got this beautiful neon sign that I think most people would recognize. If you think of a Route 66, you'd probably see that. But right across the street, there's another really cool hotel, and that is called Motel Safari. And it's kind of more of that kind of retro vibe with the gooey architecture and that, and they are renovated really nice, and it's a really nice place to stay. And so I think if you're looking to stay in Tucumcari, Blue Swallow is amazing. But if that no vacancy sign is on, that's another great place there to stay as well.
Looking at pictures here, this is so Route 66.
It's classic Route 66.
The sign is
the signs. Yep.
Cool.
I love these old school signs, Josh, as well, when they say things like, squeaky clean, comfy beds, and Route 66 radio on hand, color TV.
Yeah, color TV is the
color
best.
TV is the best. I think
or they used to have like free HBO.
Yeah.
The Blue Swallow one says 100% refrigerated air, I think. You get your refrigerated air.
Nice.
Val, this will be kind of fun for you to know. One of my patrons, his name is Rich. I think it's Rich Havlick. He recently, I think, retired, and he went down. He loves Route 66. He went and bought a hotel. He bought a motel on Route 66. This is his like retirement plan. And he's Craig, I don't know if you know this. He's a prolific geocacher. And so he's going to make one of the rooms a geocache.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes.
We need to have him on, Craig, to talk.
We do. And then we need to stay there, Josh.
Yes, for sure. And I think he's going to make it, I think his plan is to make it like kind of like an escape room, kind of a hotel room.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound cool? Valerie, that might be your first. Would that be cool if that was your first geocache?
Yes. I'll check it out, definitely.
It checks the boxes for Valerie, for sure. All right. We're going into number 4.
All right. Number 4 is one of my favorite, just like, what is this roadside attractions? Okay. And that is in Lincoln, Illinois. It is the Abraham Lincoln Watermelon Monument. And it is just a metal slice of watermelon that's dedicated to Abraham Lincoln. Because Lincoln, Illinois, I think it was the first city named after Lincoln that before he was president. Okay. And at one point he like christened it with a watermelon. And so they have this little like watermelon. I think in Lincoln, Illinois, you can also find like another giant covered wagon that's like a Guinness Book of World Records giant wagon with a Lincoln on it. And that's a really popular one. But this one's kind of a little more like, I don't know if everybody knows that you can also go see a watermelon.
Oh my gosh.
Again, Josh.
That's really random. That's very so random.
and it's one of those things where we talk about the big things in America, Valerie, as well. But this one here is not actually that big. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't know what it's about. I mean, there is like a historical market nearby and stuff as well. It talks about it. It talks about the history behind it as well, like on a plaque. But it literally is the size of a piece of watermelon, like sitting on a block of concrete.
Yeah, it's not even like big. It's like actual the size of a watermelon.
Yeah, like an actual watermelon. So, wow.
Val, is this in the same place where I think you featured on one of your videos recently of the Abraham Lincoln in the stagecoach? Is that the same?
Yeah.
Is that in the same city?
Yeah, it's in the same town. So yeah, you will find both of those and go check them out. There's a lot of Lincoln related attractions in that area. Wow.
So a watermelon monument dedicated to Abraham Lincoln. That's random. It's good. And you know what, Craig? I've never heard of it. That could be an entry for a roadside attraction March Madness for sure. Just out of the sheer randomness of it.
This is true. Number 5, Valerie.
All right, number 5. So in Arcadia, Oklahoma, I think there's a few places that people really know about. There's the Pops Soda Ranch, which has a giant lit up soda bottle and like a bunch of random sodas. And there's Arcadia Round Barn, which a lot of people know about. But there's also another attraction called OK County 66, also John's Place. And it's a little harder to find, like as you're driving, like the entrance you can't really see as well. And it's a little further off the road. So driving by, you might miss it, but this guy like turned his property into just a love letter to Route 66. He created all these miniature versions of different attractions. So you'll find like a little blue whale. You'll find little cars from like Cadillac Ranch. You'll find like twin arrows and stuff. So he recreated all this stuff. You can find kind of like little mini versions of Route 66 all in one place.
Little aliens too, Josh, I see.
Yes. It's so funny because I looked it up, Valerie, and what came up at your website. And of course, you standing in front of it in a dress that certainly matches the attraction. Yeah, I love these. Gosh, I love these quirky little places where like you can tell that have slowly been built over the years. It's almost like folk art, and then they open it up for the public to see. I love these kind of places. Yep. And there's like a car coming out of the building. Did you mention that?
Yeah.
Like,
oh no, yeah. There's a car that's up there, and then there's like a kind of museum inside too with all kinds of different things.
Wow. Okay. That's a whole nother like category. It's not a statue. Yeah. It's just like a place that's random. It's not really.
Would it be a museum? Would it be like classed as maybe like a Route 66, but an unofficial Route 66 museum? Because if John is the one creator, he's a caretaker and curator of this. If he tries to do everything on a smaller scale, then technically, maybe classed as a museum. Could be a man-made museum.
Yes, I like it. All right,
last one, Valerie, number six.
All right, number 6. So I feel like this one, it might be a little bit more well-known, but I also feel like, one, it's in California, which people tend to forget about California, except for like the end. And it's also, I think, one of my absolute favorite places that people just don't talk about enough. And that is Elmer's Bottle Tree Ranch in California. And it is, this man created this kind of forest of trees made out of different colored bottles, like blue and green bottles and stuff. You can kind of walk through it. It's such like a beautiful, serene moment in the middle of like the chaos of driving in California. And it is just one of my absolute favorite places. And I don't think it gets talked about quite enough. So I think it qualifies as not as well known.
Josh, this definitely qualifies. In my mind, looking at photos, wow. Valerie, you've come through with the goods for this one, I tell you. You've saved it. To me, you saved the best to last.
Yeah, it's very colorful. It kind of reminds me of, Craig, that roadside attraction March Madness was the windmills place where it was like all those like random windmills that were going in all different directions in the middle of the town square or whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, these bottles don't move, but it has that same kind of thing. And of course, yes, there's pictures of you on the internet. Valerie, you pop up on all this stuff.
I pop up.
You have been everywhere. In the words of Johnny Cash, you've been everywhere. At least on Route 66.
I try.
I love it. Thank you so much, Val. That was fair. Yeah, to me, as I said, the last one, the Elmer's Bottle Tree Ranch, that's number one for me. Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, I think if I had to choose any of these, I think that would be my number one. Yeah. Based on the pictures, it really is cool. That's great, Valerie. She met the challenge. Congratulations. Well done. I knew you would. Yeah. I knew if anybody could do it, it'd be you. Tell us a little bit about this project that you just brought up, about sort of this guide, this website dedicated to Route 66, and like how can people use it? What is it? Give us a little bit more information about this.
Yeah, definitely. So I've been posting on websites and on social media under Silly America for so long. And I love visiting roadside attractions, but I always kind of felt like it was more inspirational. Like you can see cool places and stuff, but I really wanted to kind of work on something that somebody could actually use to plan a trip like I do. So I'd been spending a lot of time traveling Route 66, and it's a great, it's definitely a road trip with a set route. There's beginning and end. So it's a great place to kind of start and create something. So I built route66roadmap.com, and it has right now about 450 different Route 66 attractions, and I'm going to keep growing it till it's all 1,600 plus. But you can go, I have them sorted out. So like you can go to the website and you can, explore things by the type of attraction, by the state. And you can even create an account so you can bookmark things and stuff. So you can kind of create like a little mini itinerary for yourself to remember everything that you want to visit.
Wow. That's a really great tool.
It just goes to show with technology. Okay, so here we go. Valerie, we spoke to you, 2.5 years ago, and you just featured then when we spoke about a book that you were doing as well. And so, we promoted the book that you have, and now you've gone from book to digital version at route66roadmap.com. And of course, links are going to be in the description as well. But I see it looks really well planned out, Valerie. Did you do this like the whole thing? Wow.
I did it all myself.
I like it. Josh, have you seen the actual website?
I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah, you have a great eye for aesthetics.
Mm-hmm.
And, this is a beautiful website. I'm really excited to like just go through it and just kind of explore it. And I really think it's neat that you're giving people a tool. Yeah, it's one thing to like, you're posting pictures on Silly America, but it's like, it's kind of like, where is she now sort of thing, where this is a little bit more of something that people could be like, go through it and go, we got to stop there. We got to stop there. That's really neat.
One thing I like, Valerie, sorry, Josh, is that in here you've got like, Road 66 attractions by state. So you've got Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, but then you've got by type. So in actual, if I'm a person, I'm like, it doesn't matter where I am, but I want to focus on museums, for instance. You've got roadside attractions, you've got museums, accommodation, dining, shopping, like all that is in there separately by type, Josh, as well.
Yes. That's great. And then looks like you have special blog posts dedicated to different ones too.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm seeing the original McDonald's and museum. I didn't know it was a museum. That's cool.
And Josh, our listeners, most of them are geocaching people sort of style, and we love our planning. Road trip planning is on there as well, with everything when it comes to road trip, with maps, where to stay, inspiration, history, landmarks, a lot, Josh. So you can actually do your own road trip planning on this too. So have a look at it, route66roadmap.com. As I said, links are in the description, and have a play around and thank Valerie for what she does to the the community in general.
It's a free resource, right, Valerie?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, you can.
That's amazing. And
surely, Valerie, you got to monetize this somehow, somewhere, because you've done a lot of work into this.
I actually do sell my 1600 spreadsheet with 1600 stops too. So it's the 400 that's on there too. There's a on the website. There's a spot for the Route 66 road trip planning toolkit, which is the spreadsheet that I actually use to plan all my road trips. So I'm planning a bunch of road trips this year, and it's actually the way that I plan it out. So you can get all of those in a spreadsheet.
What I'm going to say, Josh, is if you're going to use this at all, you have to purchase that spreadsheet as a minimum, because there's a lot of work's gone into this website, Valerie. Beautiful looking website too. So
thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And we know we've done a show about Valerie. There is a certain kind of geocache called Adventure Labs, and so these are actually virtual locations where you go to a location and it'll ask you a question about the location, and then you put the answer in, and then when you get the answer right, you get a fine for your geocaching account. And it's all along Route 66. So there's a lot of geocachers out there, a lot of people that are geocachers listen to our show that want to plan a trip like this, but then this will give you more like, okay, where do I stop? Especially if you have a limited amount of time. Yeah. It's like, how do I prioritize where I want to stop? So this is a great resource for that as well.
Josh, and I see so many places just on even the front page, Josh, too. In Arizona, they've got, Winslow, Arizona, standing on the corner where we stood that time, Josh, as well, and took photos on the corner there as well. There's a virtual cache right there on that corner. There's an actual virtual cache too. So, there is the whale there, Josh, too, in Oklahoma is on there. So if you haven't seen the whale, Josh, then he's
at least see it online.
I'm rubbing it in, mate. I'm rubbing it in.
Valerie, before we go, is there anything else you would like to share? And of course, please share everywhere people can find you, of course. But is there anything else that you would like to talk about? We've talked about your book, which is a journal for road trips. We've talked about this new website. Of course, there's Silly America. Is there anything else people should know about that you're working on or doing?
It's the Route 66 Centennial. I'm going to be traveling a lot. I hope everybody else is. And even if they can't travel Route 66 this year, there's, at least 100 more years of it to go, hopefully. So plan the road trips there. And if you want to follow along with me, I'm on Instagram at both Silly America and Route 66 Roadmap. And then I'm on TikTok and YouTube as Road Trip Roadmap. And then you can find sillyamerica.com or route66roadmap.com.
Very cool.
And if there's any year to follow Valerie, this is the year. Oh, yeah. Every day, Craig, there's something new. And it's very educational. Like she really goes into depth about the history of it. Really well done. I commend you. I wish you luck because, as it goes with people that are trying to post consistent content, life sometimes gets in the way. So I really hope you can stay ahead of it and get something out every single day.
I hope so too. and
I will say, Valerie, safe travels in your travel safely, please. And we want to to see all the content, And as you said before, if people are sitting back and they can't be out there seeing, at least they can live vicariously through your travels too. So
yes,
absolutely safe travels to you, Valerie.
Yes, Valerie, thank you so much for being on our show. You are one of our favorite guests, and we will have you on again. I mean, we could. Oh, yeah. We could talk every time to Valerie. I mean, she is the knowledge. She's the library for our show.
Well, Josh, we may or may not leak something to our patrons very, very soon in the next week or two. Maybe. We may leak something to them, to the patrons. Josh, if the patrons want to be in that link, do they want to be leaked something? Then how can people join up and become a patron, Josh?
Yes, they can get golden nuggets. Like we got a real golden nugget last time. And please consider supporting us. If you enjoy our podcast, help us create even better content, have great guests like Valerie, more golden nuggets, as Craig is currently showing on the screen right now. No commercials. This podcast is completely listener supported. So please consider joining us at our Patreon site, which is at patreon.com/treasures of our town.
Otherwise, Josh, how can everyone else in the world contact us if they wish to contact us from there?
Yes, feel free to reach out to us at treasuresofourtownpodcast@gmail.com, or you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and our Buzzsprout site.
But before we go for today, Josh, I think she's very proud of her website, isn't she?
Oh my gosh, she's so proud of her town. I mean, I think Valerie, you live in Texas, right?
I do live in Texas right now.
So even though, I bet even though she travels the world and travels Route 66, I bet she's also proud of her own town, don't you think? And that's a rare thing these days.
There you go.
Rare thing these days.
You're welcome,
Josh. Thank you so much, Craig.
You're welcome, Josh. So that's it for our show today. Please subscribe, rate, review on your favorite podcast app. And as always, Josh,
may your travels always lead you to the most unexpected and amazing hidden gems on Route 66 and beyond. See you next time, everybody. Thanks, Val.
Thank you, Val. Bye.
Thank you.